Hello guys, so hope you all are well. So today I'm back with yet another unboxing, and today I have this Kizuna Z58 Premium strings. So the one thing which you can see is 0.58 millimeter. Yes, it is very uncertain. When we talk about the badminton string, we will only get the gauge, a string tension of from 0.65 millimeter to 0.70 millimeter. Remember the strings with the gauge of 65 to 67 millimeters, they are called offensive string. If you are really offensive with your game, you can go for them, and if your game is balanced, you can go for tension of 0.68 to 0.69, like Nano G95 or leaning number 5 or even BG68. But if you're a defensive player and if you're looking for durability in your strings, you can go with BG80, BG65 and BG65 titanium. Then you can say leaning number 7, and there are many strings with a gauge of 0.70. They are durable, but they are for the defensive player. But when we talk about this string, this has a gauge of 0.58, means this is very thin, very thin. So this is a made in Japan product, as you can see, and medium feeling strings. So if you are very offensive with your game, you should go for hard feeling strings, and if your game is really defensive, you can go with the soft feeling, and if you want a balanced play, of course go with the medium feeling strings. So the MRP is 500 rupees. As you can see, I got this from Amazon, and you won't get this string from anywhere else except Amazon in India, I think, and it costed me just 375 rupees. So now we'll cut this and see how our strings are. Okay, so need a little bit more cut. Okay, so I think we are good to go. Not really. Okay, so as you can see, here are your strings, and it is nicely packed. Oops. So you can see that this is a bit thin. This is very thin, in fact. So this is my Apex Finapi 232 racket, and I play with this racket outdoors because I don't think that this is any worth to play indoors this racket, and I have applied a towel grip. So I'll gut the strings on this racket, and this is of course I think this is not a heavy head racket, this is a light head racket. So these are the offensive string, and this will just increase the performance of this racket. So I'll gut the strings and I'll tell you how the performance was. Hi guys, so back with the review of the world's thinnest string, and if you can see something on the racket, if you did spot, yes, my strings are broken. So I tested these strings for around 2 to 3 days, and this is what happened. So I was playing with Yonex Aerosena T3 shuttle, and I hit a backhand shot, I think, and then I heard a weird sound and I knew what has happened. My strings were gone off. But these are not my initial expressions, because you can't expect durability in a string which is having a gauge of 0.58. Of course, durability is a factor for many players, but you can't consider durability in string like this. I would not say that these strings are not good. It's just from person to person. It did not last, you can say, for more time with me. Yes, I kept this racket for around 1 month without playing and without covering it. So maybe that was a basic problem. But these, as I said, these are not my initial expressions. You should of course buy this string. And when I talk about the performance, god, it's great. When we talk about the second line clear, it is so good that you can't even imagine. You won't have to exert any pressure. So if you are a beginner or an intermediate player, you will just love this string. But things come to the outside or the frame of the racket. If you are hitting these corners of these strings, of this very thin string, there is a good chance that you will break this string. So if you want to neglect that thing, you should go with very less string tension, you can say around 24, 23 to 25. This will be good. And if you are really confident that you are hitting and you are sweet timing the shuttle from the sweet spot or the center spot, then you can go for the higher string tension. But as I've said, these are the thin strings, so they won't stretch and they won't lose the tension, they will only break. So if you take my opinion, go for less tension. If you are a professional player and if you want value for your shots, then of course you can go for some high tension, of course. So when you talk about the smashes and all, I would say one thing, that strings, yes, strings are a factor for smashing, but I would not say that if you hit a smash with BG65 and if you hit a smash with this string, there will be much difference in the speed. If you hit from the sweet spot, the difference may be 10 to 20 kilometers, but the thing is how controlled your shot was, how pinpoint your shot was. When we talk about the thick strings, of course you can hit a shot, you can hit a smash, but it will not be pinpoint. Reason, the strings are thick, and when the shuttle hits a thick string, of course you can already know that the control will not be good. The shuttle will not fall to that corner where you are aiming it, because as I said, thick strings are not good for control. But when we talk about disc strings, if you are hitting this spot, I'm sure it will be like this only, it will not go like this or not go like this. Pinpoint precision is what I got with this string, so I really like that. And many people say, some beginners, that they are not generating power with their backhands. I know many of them are having good technique, still they can't generate power. But if we talk about this string, kudos to the manufacturers, you will generate a lot of power when you hit a backhand. I mean, you will start loving your backhand when you play with this string. So all in all, these strings are really powerful, smashes are really powerful, net drop are killer. Of course, net drop are really good. I know many strings, one or two strings which are very offensive, but your net play will not be good if you go for higher tension. But not in this strings, this will be very good. So if you are a professional player and you are timing the shuttle very nicely, very sweetly, you can go with a higher string tension and you will surely love these strings. These are not really known in India as of now, but you will love it. And if you're a beginner and you want more power, so you can get it at a lower tension and then see the power of this of your racket, you will love it. So I would not say that these strings are made for professional, these strings are made for everyone. Just the thing is, you should choose your string tension very carefully. And these strings are not really durable, so don't complain about the durability. Of course, I'm not lucky enough that my strings only lasted for 3 days, 3 sessions, but I would not say it on your end. You can try these strings, maybe you can end up breaking the string after 2 to 3 months. That depends on the on your play and plus your luck of how good the strings are. Maybe these strings were not good, and I kept it out of the cover, so I would recommend you to please keep your racket in the cover or in the kit bag. That might be a factor. And overall, I'm really happy with the product. For 375 rupees, you can't ask for anything else. And repulsion power of the strings are really good. The force generated, opposite force generated on the shuttle is really good. That is the repulsion power. So all in all, very happy with this string, and of course you should go for it. For 375 rupees, you can't ask for anything else. But please don't ask for durability in this string. So this was my review of world's thinnest string. If you did like, please give a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel, because I'll be coming up with more sports related stuff and badminton related stuffs in the future as well. So stay tuned for more. Get vaccinated, keep wearing a mask, and bye bye for now.